using outside purchases with Vast Commerce or Vast Point of Sale. In this instance, you can see that on this repair order, I have about 5 different star parts that have been added. And these are typically going to be outside purchase parts. Now, one thing that I noticed when I was reviewing your system is that a lot of people are going into the outside purchase window by right click. And I wanted to show you some things that might make it a little bit faster to use this screen. Now, on this list of parts that I have here, obviously I've got 5 different parts. I've got the front disc brake rotors, I've got an air conditioning accessory drive belt, a pulley, some ball joints, and a water pump. In this case, if I was just ordering certain parts from a specific supplier, the easiest thing for me to do to eliminate some of the additional parts from this screen would be to simply highlight them and hit delete. Now, deleting them off of this screen does not delete them off of the repair order. It just simply deletes them off of this outside purchase screen. So I've quickly and easily cleaned up the outside purchase screen to match what I actually plan to order. Second thing that I think is a little bit faster is if I put in the first couple letters of the vendor's name before hitting F1, which will pull up a shortened list. I don't need to scroll through a bunch of information to find the supplier that I'm looking for. I'll assign my name and I'll hit done. Now that outside purchase has been created and it recognizes that there are still other parts on the repair order that might need to be ordered. Do I want to order those now? If I answered yes, it would automatically pull up the remaining 3 items that I had deleted a moment ago. Now again, I could delete a couple of these items and say that I just wanted to order the water pump from O'Reilly. I would put in the letter O and double click on O'Reilly, put in my name and hit done. And again, it reminds me that I've got other parts that are still waiting to be ordered. In this case, I'll say that I'm ordering them from Napa or whomever. I put in to produce a shortened list of suppliers, put in my name and select, and now I have 3 separate unique outside purchases that have all been created with 3 different outside purchase order numbers. So in my opinion, it's much faster to delete the individual parts from the outside purchase screen that are not going to be included with that particular vendor outside purchase. Now that I have 3 separate unique outside purchases created, as those parts arrive, I can simply right click and go to outside purchase. Here I see the outside purchase order for Napa. If that has not yet arrived, I can click on the F2 and I could choose either the outside purchase from O'Reilly or from Advance. If my parts have arrived from Advance, I would select them obviously. It shows me the front disc brake rotor and the air conditioning drive belt. I'm going to put in the quantities of 2 and 1 and verify my costs. Now in this case, I'm going to manually put in my cost for that drive belt. I'll say it's $25 and go ahead and put in my invoice number from that particular supplier and hit done. And that is received. I could right click and go to outside purchase. Again, it defaults to Napa, but I can always click on this and choose O'Reilly from my list if the parts have arrived from O'Reilly. PO number 164. Put in my quantity received, put in my invoice number from that supplier, and done, and so on and so forth. And lastly, I'll right click outside purchase. It comes up with the Napa items for the pulley, and for the ball joints, those are received, invoice number, and done. Warning, at least one item on this PO has a 0 unit cost. Click OK. So let me cancel out of that and I'll actually update my cost on that. I'll say it was $15 and done. So all of my outside purchases have now been received. Again, I think it's a little bit faster than what I've been seeing in the stores where they are going in and building the outside purchase and just putting in the ordered quantities and the quantities received. I prefer to build the POs each as needed, and as they arrive, go in and receive them either from the repair order screen here, or you can go into the work in progress screen and hit F2 and search for the repair order as it is associated to an outside purchase order number.